Yeah, it was a bit bad this morning, but I'm all right now, yeah.
Hangover?
No, just a bit, you know.
Good.
I wish you weren't going. Why? You can only get me into trouble. It's dead embarrassing. Look, you're in trouble now. You can't go to school wearing your coat, and I'm not having that.
What time's your appointment with the headmistress?
1:15.
Do you want me to come with you?
Just like that, you must be joking.
I'll get a wash.
No. All right, can't you stop it? I'll be a laughing stock, me mum, going up to the school. Nobody's going to be a laughing stock. I'm just going to have a word with your head, get this sorted out once and for all. I won't be able to show me face again. Will you tell her to shut up, Frank?
Sammy, shut up.
Oh, she's just causing trouble.
No, she's not. And anyway, there's a principal involved here.
Thank you.
And your mum's got loads of them.
Thank you. Well, how do I look?
Great.
Thanks. See you in about an hour, eh? Now, don't worry, love. You'll be back at school tomorrow. Not if a day I've embarrassed my fist.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you, idiot.
You look terrible.
Cheers. Looking pretty mediocre yourself.
Thanks, someone's giving me dinner.
Stacey, hang on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Dude, you look terrible. What's happened?
Just been sacked.
That's just great, Dad. How come?
Sleeping in the van. Calling me this morning, giving me the push.
It's terrible.
That early. Glad in a way. At least I won't have to sleep in the van no more.
Are we going to sleep now? No.
Stacey, your dad was all right about it last time.
Yeah, well, this time it won't be, because I'm going to tell him not to be.
You wouldn't.
Watch me.
Hang on, what have I done?
What have you done? You've been sacked. That's what you've done. We're never going to have any money now.
Well, I'll just... Don't worry about it. I'll just get another job.
Oh, yeah, well, they just grow on trees around here, don't they? What are we doing sleeping in the van anyway?
But where else can I go? Can't go home, can I?
Been here all morning.
Yeah. Well, not all morning. I forgot you were at college, so I went down to salon.
You went to salon and Shelley saw you like that?
Yeah. Was there who told me you were here?
I've got to work with her and she's seen you like that.
Shut up, you're making me paranoid.
You're making more than paranoid.
Promises. Where are you going?
I'm going to get the bus.
The bus? Why? Where are we going?
Go back to ours, see what my dad says.
Nice one.
Oh, excuse me. It's Mrs. Williams, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
I thought I remembered you from the last parents' evening.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm Chrissy Rogers. I'm Sammy's mother.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Sammy's having some trouble with her coat, isn't she?
Yes, well, that's what I'm here about.
Well, I'm sorry. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. You'll have to see the head.
Oh, I've got an appointment in a few minutes. I just saw you, remembered that you were Sammy's form teacher, and thought I might have a word before I go in.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't see what I can do. The rules are the rules, and even I'm not allowed to break them.
Yeah, but if the rules don't take into consideration the fact that half the parents in this school can't afford 2 or 3 coats, then it's wrong.
One coat. That's why the rules are there. One coat only.
But it doesn't work like that. Have you any kids yourself?
2 teenage girls. And so I know what you're going to say. My girls won't be seen dead in their school uniform coats when they go out at night, so they have to have a fashionable one as well.
And then that one goes out of fashion, so they need another coat.
And so on. You're arguing yourself into what the head is saying. If all the girls have the same coat for school, then the parents won't have to be always having to buy new coats because their daughters, or their sons for that matter, won't be competing in the fashion stakes with the rest of the school.
Yes, but it still doesn't make it right for my daughter to be sent home from school because she isn't wearing the right coat.
I couldn't agree more.
What?
I agree with you. I've had a very similar argument myself with the head. I don't think it right that a child's education should be disrupted because of something that is the responsibility of the parents.
Well, then who sent her home again this morning?
I don't know who it was this morning, but it was on the orders of the head, whoever it was.
Right. Well, I'm ready for her. I mean, how can any woman do such a thing?
It's what she believes is in the best interests of the pupils.
Helen, we should be in the playground. What are you doing?
Sorry. Now, I suggest that you have a word with Mrs. Pierce and let me know afterwards how you get on.
Right. I will.
Good luck.
Do you want anything on this toast?
Wouldn't mind a bit of fillet steak.
Sorry, fresh out of Phyllis. Will jam do you?
Lovely. Anyway, what are you doing up? Must be the middle of the night for you.
Midnight feast. Go back to bed in a minute. Was hungry, couldn't sleep properly.
Yeah, I do nights myself.
So do I. Some of the lads say they like them, but I reckon they must be weirdos.
Got the only let weirdos in the police in the first place.
Uh-huh. There you are. Your toast and fillet of strawberry jam.
So. Hey, don't see much of Kirsty these days. You two falling out or what?
No, it's just not easy when we're on different ships. Anyway, still saving up to get married.
You two must be saving the bomb. You never go out.
I know. Sometimes wish you did a bit more. Some of the lads like, you know, they have a great time.
Well, why do you go out with them sometimes then?
I will do. Getting fed up of staying in and watching the telly.
Doesn't she ever want to go out for the drink or anything like that?
Oh, she says that sort of thing is a waste of money. And it is really when you come to think about it, isn't it?
I don't know. I was having a great time when I was your age. There's loads of time for responsibilities when you get older. If you want to get out with the lads, give it a fling.
Yeah, maybe. There's a few dues coming up I just might go to.
Go ahead. Do you good, let your hair down. Or you're left.
Here we are.
What's that?
Your daughter's file. Ah, I see she's taken home 2 letters already about her school uniform.
And if you look, you'll see that I've sent 2 letters back.
Yes. We seem to be at odds in this, Mrs. Rogers.
Yes, we do, Mrs. Pierce. I'm not having my daughter's education destroyed because of some rule that doesn't take into account the incomes of parents.
I'm sorry, but it does.
No, it doesn't. It was probably made 30 years ago when only well-off kids could stay at school after they were 14 or 15.
That was a lot longer than 30 years ago. However, this particular rule was introduced only 5 years ago. By myself.
By you? Well, you should be ashamed of yourself. You stop girls coming to school because they can't conform to a rule that you made up. You just don't understand them, that's all.
Believe me, I understand girls of this age only too well.
Oh, no, you don't. You're trying to impose your middle-class ideas on working-class kids who just can't afford them.
That's nonsense. It's because I understand them that the rule was introduced.
How in God's name do you make that one out?
The idea of school uniform is that no one need feel inferior or superior to anyone else through their clothes. If we didn't have a school uniform, that yard out there would be a fashion parade, with girls forever trying to be one up on each other. Now, their parents, including you, would be forever pestered to buy them new clothes just because somebody in their class had a such and such label on their sweatshirt. Now, school uniform eliminates all that. Everyone dresses the same. Apart from which, I think it helps to engender a sense of school spirit.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good. It still doesn't explain why you send girls home who can't afford to buy another overcoat from the one they've already got.
If a girl comes to me and says that her parents can't afford to buy her another coat, then I will be only too happy to exempt her until such time as they can afford it.
Well, isn't that making her inferior to all the others?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, it is. It's just like free school dinners.
It's completely different. And it wouldn't have to happen if they bought the school coat in the first place, instead of all these extravagant things I see the girls wearing.
Yeah, well, the girls wouldn't be seen dead outside school in a uniform. So I'm prepared to buy her a coat that she's happy to wear to school and out.
And which probably cost more than twice the regulation coat.
Yeah, probably, but that isn't the point, is it?
I don't see what the point is then, Mrs. Rogers. My point is this. The school regulations are as laid down. Now, if you're not willing to comply with those regulations, then you are quite at liberty to take your daughter away and send her to another school. But while she is here, she must obey the school rules. Now, if, however, as you say, you can't afford to buy her a new coat this year, I will make an exception for her until next year, when she must wear full school uniform, including overcoat.
So she can return to school tomorrow in the coat she's already got?
Yes, for this winter only.
Well, what about all the other girls in the same position as her?
Well, I shall have to treat each case individually. If the parents really can't afford another coat, then the girl will be excused.
So every girl wearing a fashionable coat is now a second-class citizen?
Not in my book.
Well, I think it's crazy. But I've got no option. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Pierce.
Goodbye, Mrs. Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers?
Oh,
How did you get on?
well, she's exempted Sammy for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's good news.
Is it? Well, I'm not so sure. I mean, it's fine now, but it doesn't really resolve anything in the long term, does it? Either I'm going to have to get a proper school coat or go through the same thing again next year.
It's not a bad idea. How much did Sammy's coat cost?
£55.
A school duffel coat costs £39.50 and it's a darn sight warmer.
Oh, yeah, but could you see our Sammy going out to see her friends in a duffel coat?
I must admit, I can't.
It makes me so mad. I have to do what she says or take Sammy away from her friends here. It's just like being back at school myself.
If you feel so strongly about it, why don't you try and do something about getting the rules changed?
I mean, what could I do on my own?
Well, I could send you some details of the PTA. You have a look at it and make up your own mind. We need some new blood and a bit of fire. You could bring both.
Oh, I don't know. It's not my scene, really.
It's your daughter's education. You could influence it for the good. Just have a read. And come back to me if you've got any questions.
Of course. Nothing to lose.
I'll send it home with Sammy tomorrow.
OK, yeah. But not before 4 o'clock, though, eh?
At 4 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, what was the address again? 42? Yeah, hang on, Mr. Adams, there's someone at the door. I'll be there at 7, OK then. Ta-ra now.
All right, Bill.
All right, Jim, how's it going, lad? What's up, something wrong?
It's Jackie. Just thrown me out.
Oh, what? Why?
Just a misunderstanding, that's all.
I just got off then.
Oh, sorry, Rod. Didn't realise you were asleep. I thought you were dead.
Oh, thanks a million. I've got to go on duty tonight again and I've had no sleep.
Well, why don't you use a bed? I've heard the great for sleep now.
I am. I'm going up to bed. What's that?
Dunno. Hey, do you reckon it could be a bomb?
It's his bag, Jackie's chucked him out.
Don't blame me. What have you brought it round here for? You can't stay here. There's no beds.
Oh, coppers.
No, they're not. At least that one isn't. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, well, I'll take your word for it then.
So, what was this misunderstanding about then?
It was stupid. It was nothing. It'll probably all blow over in a few days. She'll be begging me to come back to her.
Will you go back?
I don't know, do I, Bill? I've been hurt, haven't I? Hey, you should have heard the things she said to me. Women.
So, you want to stay here?
Only for a couple of days, mate. Hey, you wouldn't see your own brother thrown out onto the streets, would you?
Of course I wouldn't. You're always welcome here, you know that.
Oh, cheers, Bill. You're a mate.
All right, he only said you could stay.
Hey, listen. Right now, when my wife's thrown me out of my own house, that means a lot to me, mate. Only a couple of days, promise you. Yeah, Bill. Cop that.
Thought you said it was only for a few days.
It is, Bill. Believe me, it is.